5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, that sucked. Ooh. Holy sh! Time to die? Yeah, time to die. Yo, welcome to Out Here Pedaling. My name is JJ, and today we're pre-riding for a race that is happening this weekend. It's kind of a local race to where I've lived before, but it's not in Santa Fe. It's in Farmington, New Mexico. My friend Will Farmer's putting it on with his company, and yeah, I'm really excited. These are some trails that I really do enjoy, you know, kind of desert style. I'm really stoked to have this opportunity to race today, or this weekend. I guess today's Thursday, the race is Saturday, so this is my first day pre-riding. I'm going to pre-ride today, I'm going to pre-ride tomorrow, and then the race on Saturday. So I should be able to have plenty of course time before the race and kind of at least get an idea of what my lines are going to be. But yeah, I'm excited. Only thing I'm not excited about is that it's a little bit windy right now, but it's supposed to calm down in the next 2 days. I'm going to throw on my knee pads and a helmet, throw you guys on my chest, and start the climb up to the top. So the first trail I did today, the first trail that I think is on the roster, who knows, is Lakeview. It's going to be the longest of the races. Has a really big flat spot in the middle of it. And then it's just kind of flowy, ridge top. I think one of the key things for that particular run is don't go too hard off the start. Get the middle climb smoothly, and then roll into the bottom with enough energy to pump and still be able to read the trail, because there's a couple of technical features. And really just like being comfortable leaning the bike over in some of these sandy corners is going to be interesting. So I think I'm going to be tiptoeing a lot through some of these sections, and you know, just going to try to stay out of trouble. You go really, really fast at a couple of places, and it can get a little hairy. So you know, with that trail in general, in specifically, there's two, you know, major sections that, you know, are quote unquote dangerous, being that there is, you know, either an off camber section with a drop, or there's just a drop in general down to the road. But that is one of the things that you know, I'm not nervous about it. I'm just, you know, going to keep that in mind and going through that trail, thinking about those sections. But I think the main thing is, like, most of these trails are not blind. You can't, you know, you can actually see decent ways ahead of you. And as long as it's not windy, like flowing between one part of the trail to the next is going to be relatively easy. So, you know, keeping my mind alert, my head up, and my body relaxed, specifically on the ridge top of that first trail, is going to be key. Now the second trail that I did, which was Seven Sisters, that one's going to be short, but it's like a pump track. It's, you know, it's got a lot of pumpiness to it. You know, if you want to go fast on that, you're going to have to pump and you're going to have to pedal, and it gets flat towards the middle, and then it starts to get an incline towards the top, towards the end. There's a couple of pretty hairy sections. If, you know, you could easily reach about 30 miles per hour, and then you've got a corner, and you know, it's a little bit scary. But you know, if you can commit into those corners, keep my chest open, you know, stay loose, and you know, look towards the end of the corners, I think that's going to be my biggest, you know, that's where I'm going to that's where I could lose the most time, is in those fast flat out corners that you just feel like you're on the edge of traction. So that one, I'm just, you know, you start out and it's pretty much downhill right away, and then you hit this like swooping downhill into a left-hander, and then it's down a little bit more into a pretty flat right-hander that I just kind of could feel my front end like struggling for grip. But right after that corner is that flat section to kind of an uphill, and that's where the pumping takes place. And that's the trail I think I'm going to have my suspension set up stiffest, specifically the rear, so that I can actually push into the pump bumps, because I don't need a lot of suspension for that trail because there's not a lot of rocks or anything. There's one route that I could tell that, you know, kind of gave me an issue in the middle of one of the corners, but that's whatever. So I'm gonna have my suspension really stiff for that, and it's just commitment on that one, just commitment to the pain, really. It's gonna hurt, and I'm ready for it. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. The third one that I did, Wild Bills, definitely the scariest of the three, being that has the narrowest ridge. But if the start is where I think it's gonna be, it's also gonna be the most pedally, as far as just right off the start. There's like I wanna say quarter-mile section of just flat, you know, and it's got a bunch of corners in it, but it's like, it's flat, so you have to really maintain speed. And you know, even just like relatively, I wasn't sprinting that hard, at least not as hard as I would in a race. By the time I got to the hair raising part, I was already, you know, pretty out of breath, or not out of breath, but like my legs were already pretty tired. And of course I rode yesterday pretty hard, so that won't help. But you know, it's just that beginning part is the part I'm most nervous about. The rest of it's gonna be just staying relaxed, looking ahead, keeping my chest, you know, open, and just kind of digging into the corners where I can. And hopefully it's not gonna be windy. I was scared today because of the wind. You know, if it's at all, you know, like I hope it's gonna be a really fun race. And there's a couple of sections that I took that I shouldn't take in the race. You know, a little bit high lines, like, you know, the fun lines that, you know, are definitely like cool, but they're not fast. So, you know, if I take any of those lines, you know, whatever. So one thing to remember right here, the fun way to go is up there. The fast, so straight ahead, okay. Up to the left. The fast way to go is down to the left. Right here. Yeah. So yeah, the fast way is this way, but the fun way is up higher. But definitely really excited to race that one. Also really nervous, especially if it's windy like this. But if it's windy like this, you know, just stay up and do well, and, you know, survive. I think that one, if there's any trail, if there's any one that I'm going to have to just be in survival mode for, it's going to be that one. So yeah, I think that's going to be the hardest sprint out to, you know, this. It's just going to be hard to hold composure through the narrow, you know, landscape that is that trail, and not go off the side and go fast. So that's the one I'm probably most nervous about, as far as, like, you know, holding lines and you know, staying on two wheels. But aside from that, I think it's going to be one of the best stages. It's probably going to be the best stage. I'm probably going to have the most fun on that one. But who knows? At race pace, nothing's fun. That's not true. That's not true. But yeah, Wild Bills, man. Wild Bill. I don't know. Wild Bills or Wild Bill. It's one of those two. They're both on Strava, so we'll see. I just got done with my first pre-ride of the entire course. I did about 8.5 miles, and Did all of the trails once and realized that it's gonna be hard, especially if it's windy like this, which it's not supposed to be, but we'll see. It's gonna be really fast, really flowy, and in a lot of cases really exposed, specifically on that last one that I did, which is Wild Bills. I just looked at a couple of the Strava times, like the top Strava times, and they've got me by about 30 seconds. Of course, I didn't try that hard, I just kind of cruised it, but still, it's really fast. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be scary, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Come on, G.
Yeah, bro.
It's number 32, right?
Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right behind you, bro. That's it.
Oh, that sucked. Yeah. Bro, I did not want to have to pedal that hard.
No, I was not ready. I did not think it was that bad. I haven't ridden that before.
The first section, I didn't practice at all.
Yeah, I didn't either. I climbed that. Never gone down it.
Yeah.
It's just as bad.
Oh, it really is. Oh, that hurt. I like kind of stalled a little bit on that last like uphill part.
Yeah.
At the bottom, and then just
I
kicked it as hard as I could at the end.
Yeah.
I actually feel better about the next stage now.
The next stage is gonna be
I don't feel like,
well, this is gonna be a road sprint.
compared to this one, it's not gonna be that bad.
Oh, it's gonna be a road sprint at the bottom. So.
Oh, really? Well, whatever. What a beautiful day.
Holy, yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get some.
GoPro, start recording. It's horrible. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, I ran into a tree.
Ran into a tree?
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Pedaling on top.
I missed one line. I was like,
Yeah?
but
The way it turns. I wouldn't.
so did I. I feel like a lot of people did. Hello again.
Hello. Bib number 3-2.
Yes, sir. Awesome.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, almost crashed.
Time to die? Yeah, time to die. Woo!
That goes slightly right afterwards. I was like, I don't remember. I'm like, no!
Woo! Good save.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
This place is